this is going to be called how to turn being wrong into being right. So I wanted to long crowd, right? And let me pull it up like this. So I wanted to long crowd off of this inside day and up. First of all, that didn't happen, right? And the market was showing weakness. So everyone that's trading should know where the daily open is. If you need an indicator, use an indicator. If not, market, right? So this is the daily open. If I see the first 15 minutes, crowd opens here, goes up, comes back down, fine, we have this 3. It triggers this 3 down. So it went all the way up here and it didn't trigger the day, right? So it's still inside day, which means forget wanting to long crowd, you're wrong. So just step away, right? MU. How to turn being wrong into being right. What happens on MU? If I mark my open, right? There's my open. It flipped on me. So what does that mean? That means MU is no longer a long. So what do? I short MU. I shorted it off the 30. So here down to ADR and then a little bit more. But if I'm looking at something to go a specific direction and it goes the opposite direction, I need to be looking at why is it going that way and where is it going? NVIDIA, same thing. NVIDIA was actually a perfect setup for a short. There's my open, right? It went all the way up here. It triggered the day. So if I draw my daily trigger, it triggered this 3, right? So daily trigger like this. And it came back in. So what is that telling me? It's telling me that I have a possible outside day. If I look at the 15, it does all this. It gives me this inside 15er. It has already flipped the day red, right? Gives me this inside 15er. So if this is my trigger, okay, what was I wrong about? I was wrong about the long. So what do I have to do? Let me mark this entry. What do I have to do? I need to flip short or I need to walk away from the trade. So I flip short. So I was wrong initially and now I'm right. I shorted. Okay, great. But let's also talk about why do I want to long NVIDIA, right? If I have an understanding of why I want to do that, then I can see and I can know when the reversal is happening, right? So Mike was talking about he played this reversal. It went outside day, it exhausted, and he played this up. That makes complete sense. The smartest thing to do is to wait for the inside hour. You don't really want to be trading those. But if this inside hour triggers back down, then we're going back down, you know? Also, outside days are kind of like playing an inside day. Once it goes outside, it's kind of like you don't know where it's going. Maria did mention that, and she is right, but, you know, sometimes it just can't resist. Again, AMD. I don't think I mentioned playing this long. It's just sort of like AMD keeps reminding me that I need to stop acting like it's not strong. But again, it goes up, it comes back down and through. This is showing you that it's no longer a long. What was else? PLTR. I haven't looked at it, to be honest. Okay, outside day, right? It does a similar thing. So if I know my entries here, or my open is there, right? When my open flips, I am wrong, big time wrong. Okay? So if I'm wrong, then I just need to trade something that's giving me something that's obviously right. So if you want to wait for the 15, here's your entry, all the way down to ADR. If you want to wait for a 10, I know 10ers have been doing really well for people. There you go, shoot a 10. It's already flipped the day, perfect entry here, right? So it's less about my bias is long and I'm going to force it to go long, and more about my bias is long, I'm going to enter that trade. If it goes against me, I need to know why, where is it going, and if I should be flipping short. And the answer most times is that, yeah, you should probably be flipping short. The day is now going outside. It went up, it flipped continuity on the day, and now it's reversing, right? So the likelihood of it going outside is higher. So that's really what I wanted to mention here, how to turn being wrong into being right. I think Tesla was also a really interesting scenario. So Tesla has a likelihood of going outside. Well, let's see what time it is. Yeah, of going outside day. Still a ton of time. This is my open. my tenor. Oops, sorry, that's not my entry. This could be an entry. I want to mark my open. Come on. So this is my open, right? If I know that, and I flip the day, I've triggered the day up and I flip the day, then I may be going outside day. At the very least, I should be looking at ADR, right? So you could have short Tesla from what? 326 to 318. This is big money, especially on a 0 day for Tesla. So just keep that in mind. Being flexible and fluid. You don't have to be attached to the bias that you have in the morning. It's just to help guide you. If the bias is wrong, the day flips, there's some sort of signal that, hey, you're incorrect, just flip the other way.